constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6.
Oof, and after that pick 6, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Gets it out fast. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal. 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Was to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football.
Turning it on! It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, this is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Griffin. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll toss it to the left. And and he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They go to the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Under fire. Unleashes one. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job in this decision.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Oh, he's got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Snap from the gun on third down. The quick out. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the
and that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
They'll try the outside to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge play plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game now. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? 1st down.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to move on from that 1st down play. 2nd and goal from the 12. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown ball. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Griffin. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, That is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the... There he goes! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down. And that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And as he throws, snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Griffin. The screen, he can go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just keep slinging it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
So here is the Tennessee offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Floating away. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Man, he looks a little frazzled. And listen, I know he's been rushed and he's been hurried a little bit, but, man, big mistakes. You know, 3 interceptions today. It's hard to win football games with your quarterback making mistakes. And right there, just careless, floating off the back foot. Just he's got to tighten up those details.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Using his feet to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sims.
Returner is tackled down at the 11, and your Clemson Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting. Going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action, looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28.
Tennessee, 28.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from it, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
First down for the offense.
On first down from their own 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good! And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Vols in the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On the run, still looking. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
That's caught. It's Overton.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfect.
And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Tight end now in motion. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Hard to think of a more impressive midseason statement than this. Winning a top-5 showdown, riding your passing game, assuming they can finish the job here.
And that's who they are. That's what they do, right? You know. This is why they're proving they're a national championship contender, because they can spin the ball through the air. Good luck stopping them, Palmer.
Yeah, a big reason why they came into this one, the higher-ranked team, is that passing attack. The thing you got to love if you're them, though, is that it seems like they're finding their groove, and they're peaking, throwing the ball at the right time.
On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Clemson trying to just bleed this clock dry. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the move. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads.